In this video, I'm going to share with you my Generative AI 2025 predictions and what I'm doing to optimize and monetize for these 7 trends. Now, I know your time is valuable and maybe you don't want to watch the whole video, but at least fast forward to number 4. Nobody's ready for number 4, and I want you to be ready for it. If you get any value out of this video, please like, please subscribe, please share with friends. Thanks again. I appreciate you watching. 2025 AI predictions, and more importantly, actionable strategies to future-proof yourself. Number 1, generative AI is no longer optional. This is not a fad. Generative AI, if you haven't already noticed, it's beginning to get integrated into the software that we're already using. We don't have a choice anymore. The only difference is that if you don't know how to use generative AI, you're not going to get the most out of the new generative AI features that the software is integrating into it. That's why it's critical now, as a 2025 action, that you master one of the large language model generative AI tools like ChatGPT. Because what you're going to discover is that once you understand one generative AI tool, that it's highly transferable to other generative AI tools. So you'll kind of get an understanding of how they all think. 2025 action for prediction number 1, master at least one large language model like ChatGPT. Number 2, the rise of AI agents. This will be the year when AI agents are going to make a significant impact on how much we get done. Now, some of the greatest minds are already talking about it. Here's 2 of them. Here's Sam Altman, the CEO of OpenAI, who owns ChatGPT, and Jensen Huang, who's the CEO of NVIDIA, which creates all the GPUs for all of these generative AI tools. Now, both of these clips, they're going to be talking about AI agents and how they're going to affect our very near future.
We're going to see 10-person billion-dollar companies pretty soon, like billion-dollar valuations. And the thing that in my little group chat with my tech CEO friends, there's this betting pool for the first year that there's a 1-person billion-dollar company, which would have been unimaginable without AI, and now will happen.
So he's going to expect to see a 10-person, $1 billion valuation company because of these AI agents. And he expects this, he said, in 18 months. Now we're down to about 12. So we're going to see this in 2025. Here's Jensen Huang.
This is going to be the next giant AI application, next giant AI service, period, is software coding. 30 million software engineers around the world. Everybody is going to have a software assistant helping them code. If not, obviously you're going to be way less productive and create lesser good code. And so this is 30 million. There's 1 billion knowledge workers in the world. It is very, very clear AI agents is probably the next robotics industry and likely to be a multi-trillion-dollar opportunity.
So he believes it's going to be a multi-trillion-dollar opportunity. AI agents are evolving into digital employees, managing workflows and making decisions. We are going to have these agents that are going to be able to do everything from answering all of our email, and all we have to do is a simple approval. We'll have AI agents that are going to set up appointments on our behalf, organize all our travel plans. They'll be ubiquitous. They'll be everywhere. And they'll be easier than ever to create. So the 2025 action, begin getting into the habit of creating these AI assistants, these AI agents, these AI chatbots. Believe it or not, you can do that in less than 10 minutes. ChatGPT has a AI agent maker called MyGPTs, and I want you to start the process of getting into the habit of creating them. But what's more important than the added efficiency you're going to get is that you're going to start having that mindset of knowing when you should be creating these AI agents. Because when we get to the point where they're going to be great, which is in 12 months or less, you're already going to be in that habit. Now, I call it GPT pairing. Any of the tasks that I perform, if there's a way that I can create a GPT agent that makes it even a little bit more efficient, I create it. I have over 40 of these GPT agents that I've created. I've made videos on how to do it. I'm going to make some more because I want you to understand how easy it is, and I want you to get into the habit of making them yourself. Generative AI prediction number 3. Generative AI is going company-wide adoption. It's going to happen in 2025. This is the year where there's finally going to be company-wide integration of generative AI. The 2025 action on that is to begin the process today of bringing generative AI safely into your company. Now, the steps that you want to take is you first create an AI beta team. Basically, what you do is you pick one person from every department and you have them work together, meet weekly or bi-weekly, where they're talking about different generative AI use cases, and they begin to identify what are the safe use cases, what are the use cases we definitely don't use it for, begin testing on a regular basis, establish an AI usage policy, establish a training program, phase it into the company, and before you know it, you have the whole team using it, getting the most out of this generative AI. Again, this is getting integrated into the software we already have. You don't have a choice. What you do have in your control is training your team how to properly use it to get the most out of it. So begin the process of bringing it into your company in a safe and effective way. Generative AI prediction number 4. SEO, search engine optimization, is dead. And what we're now going to have is AEO, answer engine optimization. These chatbots that are remembering everything that we're asking it are going to know us so well that when we ask it to search for something, it's no longer going to give us 10 pages of search. It's going to give us one answer, and it's going to give it to us in the type of content that we like. So if I like learning with short video, then my chatbot, my AI assistant, is going to find the answer in a form of short video. So if all you have on your website are blogs in written form, and that's it, I'm never going to see your website. Even if you have the exact answer I'm looking for, my chatbot's going to find a short form video and bring me to that website. So the 2025 action: use generative AI to create multiple content format. You can no longer get away with having nothing. You can no longer get away with having just one form of content. It's easier than ever to have written content, to have video, to have audio, and to have it all on your website. Because answer engine optimization, not only are they going to search for one thing, but they're going to go directly to the website. And it's not as hard as you think with generative AI. What I suggest people do is start with the content that you're comfortable with. I'm comfortable with creating long form video. So what I do is I create the long form video, and then I bring it over to another generative AI called Opus Clip that just reviews the whole video, makes it into short form, takes less than 5 minutes to do that. So now I have long form video, I have short form video. Then I take the transcript that comes right out of the video that I created, and I use that transcript to create blogs, to create posts using ChatGPT. And then I take that information and I go to another generative AI called Notebook LM, and I create a podcast. I create audio. Now I have all forms of content. I put that all on my website, and I'm ready for answer engine optimization. So the 2025 action item: begin creating the content that you're comfortable with and use generative AI to create other forms of content. Put that all on your website. Number 5, your clients will expect that you use generative AI. Think about it. Your clients, your customers, they're going to become AI savvy. They're going to be using generative AI themselves, and they're going to expect that you use it too. They are not going to hire you. And if they are already customers of you, they will fire you because they will see you as being inefficient and expensive. The 2025 action: highlight the fact that you're using generative AI to be more efficient and to be more efficient for them. Also consider getting away from hourly pricing, if that's how you're pricing your services, and move into project-based pricing. Generative AI prediction number 6: ChatGPT will lose its lead with its competitors. Up to this point, it's been ChatGPT right from the beginning, winning the race. Not in 2025. What I'm seeing now is that some of the competitors are specializing in certain categories. So for instance, Perplexity, which is a competitor of ChatGPT, is doubling down on being the best search engine with generative AI. And they're doing a great job with that. Claude is doubling down on being the best at long form writing and programming. And they're doubling down on that. And some of the larger competitors, like Google Gemini, are finally getting their act together. And I highly expect that by the end of 2025, it's no longer just ChatGPT. It's going to be ChatGPT, Google Gemini, Claude, and Perplexity. But Claude and Perplexity are going to be leaders in their category. So the 2025 action, once you get comfortable using ChatGPT, begin exploring some of the competitors like Claude, like Perplexity, and like Gemini. Once you understand the specializations that some of these other competitors have, you'll find yourself using some of them instead of ChatGPT for certain purposes. And lastly, number 7, generative AI prediction, video revolution, text to full-length movies. By the end of 2025, we'll be able to go from script to full-length movie. Text to video AI will transform content creation, grab people's attention. And the 2025 action here is to experiment with the text to video tools that are already out there. ChatGPT has what's called Sora, and it is available for a short period of time. Another generative AI tool, one of the ones that I use, is called Peek Out Labs, and I highly recommend you give it a try. And that are the generative AI 2025 predictions. This year is going to go by fast, and this technology is going to evolve even quicker. So get started on all of those action items so that you can future-proof your business and your career.